Alright, we're back, I believe. Yes, message. Okay. Hopefully we can get through the next session without any issues. Somebody's screaming. Who's screaming? Hopefully it's not me. I mean, I don't know. The audio could have been messed up. I'm gonna have to readjust everything again. Okay, I get what you mean, Captain. It's because, yeah, I'm on the wrong thing real quick. Whenever I type, I have some hotkeys set up. So I gotta make sure those are out real quick. I'll just show you guys the scoreboard while we wait for these guys to be ready. Captain, you're gonna have to rewatch because the first lap was incredible before we had to restart. It was pretty crazy. Oh, so is it showing the thing? Okay, good. Yeah, we can do that. Tag. The first car had a really weird angle, so I couldn't find anything in time. Here, let's put some background music for you. I'm not gonna have it super loud because I need to be able to hear when I come back. It was, Captain. Jesus, just refresh, because I had to end the stream and then like restart it. I don't know if that may have bugged it on your end if you didn't refresh or not. I'm gonna go find out what's going on here. Because it's getting almost near 10 o'clock. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. Every week we're just having issues. I mean, again, people, you need to stop alt-tabbing on the loading screens. I don't know if that's why you're not connecting. I don't know what's going on. Just don't alt-tab. Apparently the lobby's up, so let me go join that. Hold on, bull rat. Cannot hear you at the moment. Okay. Bro, can you speak?
Yeah.
Alright. Okay. Let's hope for no issues this time. And let me just switch back to this screen real quick. Oh god, did not want to do that. Oh my god, and the racing thing is on. Hold up, guys, sorry. I'm not 100% prepared. There we go. Let me know if you like the mini dash in the bottom corner. If it's too big, if it's too small, just let me know. And I will adjust it. Or if you want it removed, I don't know. I have it on there so you guys can see tire temperatures and wear and all the other cool information. Especially lap times and who's ahead of someone and who's not. And actually there's also a penalty tab too, so that'll actually be very useful. Okay, everything works well. Now we just wait. Yeah, I get you, Mr. Jesus. The only issue is if I try turning it off and on, it has to take like 20 seconds to reopen, so I don't know. I can try figuring it out for next week or something. As long as it doesn't disrupt your view, then I'm happy. Yeah, someone did leave Tio Pablo and the Alfa Romero. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, it sucks because we had like, what, 3 times in a row where we can't race in the perfect time, or right time, for everyone. The race should have been almost over by now, so some people just can't stay up, or have other stuff to do around this time. It sucks. Hopefully we can get in control of these issues, or whatever is causing them. Whenever they're ready. And looks like we've lost Sahil. Don't know where he's gone off to. I don't know. I mean, Kia's hosting, I believe, so I still don't know what the actual issue is. I don't know if a lot of people lost connection or just like one person. So we'll just have to wait. I'll ask Kia when he comes back. Alright, looks like the custom grid is set in order.
Okay.
Welcome back.
Clusterfuck. Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, take off formation lap, hey?
Yeah. Formations laps off. Let me just relaunch the live broadcast.
The race is going to be starting very shortly.
Fucking hit the spectate.
Okay. There's actually... Oh, never mind. 19 people. Okay.
Alright, finally. Jesus.
Kia, do we know
These
what
guys...
the issue was in the first session?
2 guys disconnected and there was complaints about grid penalties.
Okay.
Alright.
So there was a few snap decisions by the FIA and now we're good.
Looks like everybody got in.
Hopefully no one alt-tabbed, you know?
Everybody's
but I
still
really
logged in.
needed to check my Microsoft News reader.
Let's hope for an eventful first lap like last time.
Less eventful than everyone deciding to retire.
Let's hope that nobody gets hung up. Looks like everybody's starting to get the check mark.
Yeah, it's because they're loading in their setups and...
Their setups, yeah, it's looking good. Rad's in. I just didn't like how everybody was complaining that it was our fault.
Our fault?
Yeah.
Oh. Sorry. Just trying to entertain some people. 15 people watching right now. 14.
Really?
Yeah. It keeps going up.
wow.
We had like around 20, like 2-ish.
Alright.
Alright. We're back.
The 5 red lights.
And
we're off.
We have some people going slow here. Gore
Gore's
taking the
on
lead.
front.
Positions. Righteous is up into first off the lap.
Oh, and we have a spin out.
There's a bit of a pile.
A lot of pile up going on.
Turn 1.
And that's Sahil. Sahil has dropped.
Sahil and Haloey. Haloey knocks him into the wall. Sahil
Oh my God.
just got Ocon. That was 2017 Spa all over.
And
again.
there's another Ferrari, McMillan. Oh my God! Takes out D's grills.
D's
He's gone
out,
again.
Retired from the session. And
Oh my God!
McMetal, is spun once again.
Again, D's grills for the second week in a row, taken out before he can finish the first lap of the race. Very unfortunate.
Oh, he
And,
is not going to be happy.
And if someone could just very quickly go and check if he would like an interview with us in a lap's time, maybe get all of this action out of the way, so we could just have a little chat with him about his feelings on this. Or
So
after
far,
we do that.
Bakushka taking the most advantage out of everyone, 7 places up. Sahil taking 7 places down.
Sahil was involved in a turn 1 collision with Haloey, the Renault, so maybe. Oh, Wright just had a bit of a move, but he just keeps it very, very well.
We have
But
some
he
yellow
goes
flags
long,
coming up.
loses time. This will be a prime opportunity for Ford for Gore to just send it.
Both Williams leading the race right now.
And Creamy lost 2 positions off the start. Maybe he didn't get the best getaway? We're unsure, but yeah, Babushka up 8 positions, mirroring his last start. This time he wasn't in last, so he's up to 7th position. BMW gaining and not losing.
Oh, and Righteous just spun at the bus stop.
And so he did.
And he's gonna lose all that work.
Oh, righteous. And he has to wait for all the vehicles to go by.
And we have to make sure he doesn't reset the track.
And we got Blase going into the pits, probably for a new wing.
Righteous gets out in front of both McMetal and Ezekiel. Creamy might have a run on Gore here, or he could be a bit smart, save his DRS and his ERS and wait for DRS.
Radical just DNF'd. I don't know where. Probably sector 1. That's what the yellow flag is for.
So he did. It's looking like it'll be at the top of Radion. Yep. He flew off at Radion. McMetal Bros out of his pit stop. Creamy is just right on the tail of Gore there, and Hammer Time as well is right close behind. There's a bit of a gap starting to form between the top 3, and past that, 6th and 7th are fairly close.
Something. And we have a Chipsy over here.
Chipsy.
A big ass collision right now.
Chips. Oh, and
Babushka
goes straight backwards into the wall.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, I was talking about P6 and 7. Oh, no.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Alright.
I was just about to comment how Babushka was doing really good.
MLG straight into the wall.
Oh my god. What is going on, boys?
Oh no. Re-enters into the track. He's only got half a damaged wing. He's going to have to pit.
Cookie now taking the most advantage. 8 spots up.
Good
And he's
for
on
Cookie.
mediums. Let's check with the top 3. Very close.
Ooh, Hammer gets a little spin, has a little moment of oversteer, but he corrects it very quickly out of bust. And it looks like he's got a lot of ERS to spend. He's probably going to throw it into 5th. As soon as he gets to 7th, put it into 4th, all the way until Lake Home. And he will definitely have Creamy on this.
Oh.
Nope, he lifts. Coming
Cookie,
into
passes
Cookie
it.
going strong in the Radeon. It's a
And
close battle.
Hammer Time gets past
Yep.
Creamy.
Zale just took over Chipsy on the straight.
This would be a good battle between 2nd and 3rd.
Now, there's a very good chance that Chipsy has just a bit of damage that might be hindering his car's performance. It doesn't look like he's missing any of the end plate, so it must be minor damage, if anything. But, oh, so heel watches a bit wide on the hair. Chipsy keeps it tight.
Blaise picking up a 3-second time penalty already. First penalty of the night.
Righteous is,
A game crash.
nice.
I should be able to join in, right?
Yeah.
Righteous is right on the back of Babushka. Babushka has gained 5 positions. Righteous has lost 8, so he'll be looking to claw back the lost time. Looks like he's going through for a move on the curb here. Going into La Sauce might be a good place for an overtake. That is turn 1. Babushka goes a bit deep. Righteous doesn't quite get the switchback, but he does get a good exit out of bus stop with DRS, but he's low on ERS. His energy stores are running low. Into turn 1, and it looks like the move did not get done.
Nope, and it looks like Hammer Time just took over Gore for first position at the moment.
So he did. And Hammer Time.
Deez does not want an interview, guys.
Oh,
Can't blame him at all.
Yeah. Honestly, I wouldn't want to talk about it either. But we will have our reporters keep an eye out on the reports channel just in case any chatter comes up. Cookie seems like he's hanging in there well with Sahil, and the battle for the top 3 is still raging. Creamy's lost his first position. Hammer Time's jumped both Gore and Creamy for first, and Gore looks like he's having a bit of trouble in Sector 3 exits because Creamy's right there with him.
Oh, look at Hilo and MLG God. That's going to be a good battle for. Oh, and
Oh.
Hilo goes into the wall. Oh, spins out.
Caught that just on
Oh,
camera.
and Metal almost took him out too. Oh boy.
Right across the track for Hiloe.
Oh boy.
There's a lot of on-track action today, but maybe not exactly the kind we want. It'll be Hammer to Gore to Creamy coming through La Sauce, turn 1, up into the Eau Rouge Radion complex. They all know they're lifting. It might be tire wear, but they're definitely lifting through Radion, which is something I haven't seen before. Looks like Gore is trying to fit on the inside. Gore
that
does
was a
get
really
past
good play.
Hammer on the Camel Straight.
That was a great pass.
It's fantastic. And just a report from our pit lane reporters, MLG God is having throttle pedal issues, so we might see him retire, or we might see him try to soldier on, but just not get quite the result he wanted to.
Tack, which one do you mean? The corner one or the Halo?
Hey, whose stream are we watching? Yours or Van's?
It'll be mine.
Van's? Okay.
Are you sure? Because it looked like it was working, the Halo. I might not have it in the best spot though. I don't know. Hammer
Looks like-
time might make a move
Oh,
here.
this is gonna be close.
Gonna make sure they don't. They're gonna try to make sure that they don't have contact coming into the bus. Hammer Time is getting a better entry into the corner, but he's getting blockaded by Gorn, who in turn can use the better exit because Hammer had to slow down mid apex.
Yeah, you took a really good line there. It allowed him to get a good exit and block him at the same time. Good exit out of turn 1.
Creamy's got a whole bunch of energy saved up. Both Gore, Hammer, and Creamy have a decent amount of energy, but Creamy and Hammer are the only ones with DRS. We might see Hammer leapfrog Gore again with the use of DRS, and they're just going to be trading places until they can make an effective gap.
Oh, and it looks like Hammer took that. Oh, and Gore
Oh,
takes
it took
it
it back.
And
Oh.
there's a bit of contact.
Oh, contact.
Gore gets a moment of oversteer, whether it's from throttle application or contact, we don't know. Coming into
And
down,
he's looking to
Gore
go down the
locks-
inside.
Gore
Down the
locks-
inside.
Oh, they're about to touch almost? Nope. Gore
What
takes
a-
it
That
back.
was
What a
very
pass.
close racing.
What a
He
pass
had
by
a bit of-
Gore.
He had a bit of a lock, but he didn't end up making contact, so that is a very good racing from the two of them. And you can see Hammer Time is just right on his gearbox again. You can see all of their lights are harvesting right now as they go through fall.
This is a good battle from the top 3. This is what we like to see.
Yep, and we also have a battle over here. Piglin catching up to Righteous. Oh, nope. Went back to a second. Okay. Chipsy's getting close to Cookie, who is on the faster tire right now.
Creamy looks like
Oh,
he's dropped
oh.
back half a
And
second.
Hammer's going down the outside.
See what happens
And he
here.
takes him.
Through.
Takes
Can he take him through? Blanchemont, yes he does. That won't set him up for the best position into,
the bus stop.
not even that, through La Source, up into Radion and down the Camel. He will not have DRS on the Camel Straight, so
Oh, no, yeah, you're
maybe
right.
that was a move by Gore to try to get himself DRS against, just so he could launch it and take it that much further.
Yep, he's gonna pass him here.
He got a good exit. Oh, and he knocks
there's
him out.
contact and knocking him away.
Oof. I don't know who Rhapsody is, but hello. Welcome. He just randomly joined.
Jordan's caught up quite well to the back. of
Oh,
Creamy.
and Hammer has passed.
Oh.
They're going too wide. And he's passed him.
Yep, something interesting though. Jordan's right behind Creamy right now. I believe he's about to pass him. He did. Jordan up in the
Yeah.
3rd place right now. This top 4 battle is going to get really interesting soon. We'll see who gets pit first.
Hammer going a bit wide on exit, but keeps it tight on entry. Sorry, other way around. Bit wide on entry, tight on exit.
Gore's falling back a couple tenths. we have a yellow flag on Sector 2. It was,
It may have been an issue with Righteous and Figlin because he just passed them.
yeah.
So far, the closest gaps have to be between the top 4 and Gypsy and Cookie.
Yeah, Gypsy and Cookie.
From what we've seen last race with Hammer, he's pretty calm under pressure on the wheel. Fortunately, can't say the same for Gore. We haven't seen him racing under much intense pressure. Well, what we do know coming through Blanchemont is that Hammer took a very wide line, kept a lot of power, and Gore is riding curves and unsettling the car, but he does get a decent enough exit.
Creamy Johns enters the pits, lap 6.
That's early.
8?
Early pits.
Lap 8.
He only has 7 laps on those tires.
That's the tire light. He's going to switch to mediums.
We got Gore behind Hammer on the Camel Straight, and he's looking to... No, nothing there.
Yeah,
oh,
he's gonna pass him.
Going to the outside.
Oh, and there's contact! But, oh, Gore just squeezes through with just the slightest bit of contact there.
Hammer didn't give him much room to work with. That was a good move.
Hammer will be looking to pay him right back. These two I could see trading places the entire race, courtesy of DRS, of course. It's the equivalent of the power in a small minivan boost that it gives you. It's quite significant. And just as we see those brakes on both of those cars, orange hot. That is because it is the temperature of magma as it comes out of the ground.
Oh, Babushka's coming up on MLG.
Oh, I see that. Let's go watch that for a bit. He'll definitely make the move here.
Right, just as close.
Game crashed again.
Right, just as close on Figlin.
Hamilton getting really close.
Babushka does get the move done.
Losing a bunch of time here.
And if we look, it looks like Chloe is kind of in a world of his own. As is Heel.
Oh, and Hammer
there's
time
contact
context. Oh my god.
Doesn't seem to have disturbed their race too much, but does give Jordan the chance to really catch up, and we might see an overtake from Jordan on Hammer time in the next sector, depending on how much wing damage these guys are getting from all their, rubbing this racing style racing. Now, we know that Hammer time and Gore's pit windows, so track position is actually really important coming into the pits because, while neither of these are top teams, so they have pretty crappy pit positions for their boxes, they could theoretically block each other if they built just a tiny bit of a gap. And they get out, and they block somebody in, delay them by a second when they're coming out.
And I'm back.
It might depend on who gets the faster pit stop, which is down to Codemaster's RNG. Righteous gets past Figlin.
And another yellow flag. It seems to be okay. High-lows in the pits again.
Attack. If the graphic stops, it's because it has to load the information and get in sync.
Lowy retires from the session. Didn't you say you just entered the pits?
Yep.
Well, that's a safe way to retire.
At least he followed the rules.
Well, we don't know that. Could have crashed. And it's coming to the point where we might see differing pit strategies as Gore keeps going on, and Hammer Time looks like he's going into the pits. Yeah, Hammer Time is going into the pit.
Okay. Let's see what
And
happens
he
for
just
Gordon and Gore.
stops just in time.
Looks like the midfield is very just spread out at the moment. Not much going on.
And Creamy has built a really decent gap between himself and the racing point on exit. The undercut seems to have worked really well for him. which means that Gore is either going way long or he's coming in either this lap or
Couple more
Sahil
people
gets
pitting.
past BMW power. Chipsy's in for his stop, as well as Righteous. Chipsy gets out just in front of Righteous, but you'll see that fight go on.
So far, only Gore, Jordan, Figlin, and Cookie have not stopped yet. Gore and Jordan obviously are going to stop soon. I don't know when Cookie and Figlin will. I don't know how many laps you can go in the mediums here.
Whenever they do, they're going to put themselves in a very prime position, though.
For sure.
It looks like Inverness has actually stopped this lap and pivot for the hard. So it begs the question, I don't think they will, but there's a potential that we might see 2 stops come out. Especially if there's mid-race damage, it could be a viable strategy. Only a few seconds slower to switch to the softs with
and Righteous over here, very close on Chipsy.
Chipsy gets a bit of a bad exit from Fuon.
And Sahil just overtook Figlin, and Figlin's gone. Virtual safety car. I don't know what happened there. He's in the middle of the road. I think there must have been contact between him and Sahil.
And the heel gets a penalty for severe contact with
Figlin will not be happy about this one.
We see a lot of action in the pit lane. That is a free pit stop for Gore. That is essentially a free pit stop. But Gore retains the lead.
And Jordan as well.
Wow.
Now Hammer Time and Creamy John's both behind them.
Well, with all the action in the pit lane, effectively neutralizing this race, I think we can ask if Figlin would like to talk just a bit about what's just happened.
Yeah, this is not good for Sahil. 3 races and 3 separate incidents. This will not be good.
It looks like Creamy Johns has passed Jordan now that the VSC is open. Gore could not have been luckier with that pit stop. That was just impeccable timing. Chipsy getting a warning.
Oh, and Creamy John's kind of messing up here. It's going to allow Jordan to pass him.
Oh, yep. Oh, no.
Oh,
the battle
side to side.
Ensues.
Jordan gets
Getting very
through.
close.
Yes, he did.
Hammer Time right behind him.
There was a bit of contact there.
A bit of a lock up there.
It looks like there might have been a tiny love tap on the rear of Jordan. Creamy looks like he's going to get overtaken by Hammer Time this time.
Hammer Time is coming up behind him. He's got... he's right behind him. Behind him.
He is pushing him through these curves here. And he goes to the inside for the bus stop. Yes, that is a brilliant move by Hammer. Goes a bit wide, but the exit plus the DRS. They both have DRS, in fact.
Righteous Fire catching up to Chipsy. Don't know if he can do anything about this.
There's a fairly good chance that Gore could run away with this with the pit stop that was just gifted. And we'll need to keep our eye on Cookie to see how long his softs last. But I imagine he might transition.
You mean mediums?
Sorry, yes. His mediums. He might transition in say 10 laps time, 8 laps time over to the softs just to close it out on the softs. Because we know those last at least 10 laps on worn softs.
And Righteous Fire about to overtake Chipsy. Very easy move.
Oh, so Figlin actually ended up retiring because Sahil rear-ended him.
Yeah, I saw his car when I scrolled past.
But I don't know how that could have DNF'd him unless he went to the wall.
We're having some requests for an interview with Figlin, whenever that's possible, if he wants to do it.
I did. I'm just waiting on it.
Sure. In the meantime, it looks like the battle for the top four, or sorry, the 2, 3, and 4 are fairly close. Jordan is still 3 seconds behind from. Looks like Boris actually increasing that lead because he was 2.5 last lap. He's really found his rhythm, I think, in the clean air. And outside DRS range, unless these guys can keep pushing themselves forward, then it looks like Creamy gets a 5-second grid penalty. A 5-second penalty for exceeding track limits. That's not one of the multiple warnings, so he must have pushed it very far.
Yep. And Hammer Time taking in the fastest lap so far.
And Sahil with another 5-second penalty.
He also gets a 5-second penalty for exceeding track limits. It might be the same way that he that Creamy took this.
And
Sorry,
Hammer
that
Time about to overtake Jordan. Very easy.
It's like he gets the move done. Jordan tucks in the slipstream behind. Jordan is out of DRS now, and that leaves Hammer free to go on to attack Gore. But Gore has perfect DRS management. He's at 75% now. On mode 0, he's 2.4 seconds ahead, and this is unless they DRS jump each other up forwards, it might be a moment for Gore to just relax, get into a rhythm, and start to pull away with this. And Jordan sticking close behind to Hammer, waiting for the next DRS zone. Looks like that is basically the only overtaking we're seeing here is after heavy braking zones into DRS zones. As heel, multiple warning penalty.
Sahil's got quite a bit of penalties here already.
And continuing the Tier 2 tradition, at minimum of 5 drivers have DNF from the session.
Yep. 2 of those being Tier 1.
Well, 2 of them were Tier 1s potentially caused by Tier 2s. We'll see. And I'd like to throw it to our pit lane report. Have we seen any reports insofar?
Deez has actually contacted me about whether or not to report the incident between him and McMetal Bro.
Oh. Well, you can tell him that he shouldn't, because reporting standards are uniform across our tiers.
Yep. Wouldn't be fair for the other drivers as well.
McMetal is, Jordan is 7/10 behind Hammer. Not in range to really do anything with his DRS. He's having to balance his fuel just a bit and balance his DRS as well.
I'm currently watching the incident between Deez and McMetal Bro. Oh boy.
Do we have the capacity to throw that up for a replay?
Without disrupting the view, probably not. Unfortunately.
Oh, that is not good.
Well, you know what, Borat? If you want to send it to me, I can throw it up on a replay.
Oh, and Sahil loses it, but
And
he
Sahil's
should be
off.
good.
MLG also loses it.
There shouldn't be anyone near him. It's all good. He's just gonna lose a whole bunch of time now to Cookie.
No, sorry, to BMW Power. BMW Power is now within a second of Sahil. Sahil's on hot tires after that incident. This might be a moment for BMW Power to get by Sahil, or at least create more on-track action by running into him.
Kia, I will send you the clip as we speak here.
Thank you.
Big
And it
one
looks
has,
like 3 and 4 are fairly close.
Oh, and here's Jordan coming up on hammer time.
They've both got Jordan's got DRS open, so does Creamy. But again, it doesn't look like Jordan is able to capitalize on these DRS moments. So, who can really tell what's going on here?
something interesting. Cookie's pitting for softs. Wonder what he'll do with that. If he can move up a whole bunch of
He should be
grids.
able to last 7 laps with the softs.
Oh yeah. So he had 11 lap old mediums because he got spun towards the first lap. So
Right, he pitted for that extra set.
Yeah, he'll be on to softs. They shouldn't be worn.
And MLG God spun out again. Must be having problems with his throttle pedal again.
That's really unfortunate. Looks like Tack might be joining us in the commentary booth.
Wait, everybody, how's it going?
Hi, Tack.
Hey,
It's
Tack.
our
How's it going?
special guest reporter here.
Oh yeah, I just watched the carnage on stream. You know, I thought, what better way to watch it than with you guys?
It's been a slice, that's for sure. Actually, if you want to join the lobby, I'm not sure if
I
you
am.
did.
I'm in you.
You did? Okay.
Creamy John's, he's gonna overtake Jordan, I believe, soon. He's very close.
And if you'd like to switch to my stream right about now, I'm playing a replay of Figlin's incident with Sahil, and yeah, he gets rear-ended right into a wall. Not much to say about that other than holy crap.
Creamy John's overtook him for a second, locks up, and Jordan's back in third position, but Creamy John will have the DRS and straight to pass him.
Take a look at the clip of these grills. That one really sucks.
Oh, yeah. Jordan also out of ERS, so he couldn't even fight Creamy if he wanted to. There was just no real opportunity for him to do so.
Oh, Sahil, that's bad. That's bad.
Oh,
I just
what
watched
happened?
that clip. I just watched the replay.
Oh, okay. We have a second debris, yellow flag, nothing.
MLG God.
MLG got again.
Spun out a bus stop. Yeah.
Follow-up replay of Deez's lap 1 incident. See, he doesn't get the best start in the world, but
Ooh,
goes for a
that's
gap
gonna-
that exists in the middle.
Something
That's gonna cost
interesting.
Jordan
Yep.
another 3-second penalty.
This 3-second penalty, that's gonna suck for him. And his car is glitched. Oops. That sucks.
Cookie gets a bit of wing damage, doesn't. Oh, wow! That's a rejoin and a half. I don't think there's a lot the other car could have done, but in that scenario, that.
And Jordan is gonna have to switch his fuel mode as he's already got the yellow fuel indicator.
He will have to do fuel saving measures throughout the rest of. He's had that for a few laps now.
Oh, really?
No doubt.
He's also spending a lot of ERS. It's been under 10 for the last 2 sectors.
Yeah, he's trying to close the gap back on Creamy after he locked up.
And as we all know, when you're in the bottom 10% of your ERS, it is less efficient. Thank you, Jeff, for telling me that every time.
Cookie overtaking BM Power. Those stops coming into really good use, I guess. You should be able to catch
Now-
up to Righteous.
Now, Hammer's been able to consistently take some time out of Gore, but.
Oh no,
Oh,
BMW
and
spun.
BMW spun.
Just out of the bus stops for Kane.
Oh,
Hopefully he
and here
rejoins
comes the
safely.
racing point.
It's good, it's good.
Left
Okay.
by Chipsy.
Loses time. He's gonna need to calm down, just cool his tires, and get right back. Yeah, Hammerton has been taking some time out of Gore
Yep.
for a few laps now. He's decreased the lead 6 laps ago from 2.5 seconds. But will it be enough for the end of the race? It seems like he's continuously taking more and more time out. But you still have to get past him, and that's not too hard through the camel, but he could just leapfrog you back. It'll be a very tight fight between them, and it might come down to penalties for the top 4. If any of them have penalties, they could get booted out.
Oh, he's almost down to 1 second.
Yeah, he's
almost within DRS range.
Cutting in a lot of time here.
Almost within DRS range as we come up towards the bus stop.
And we'll try having the halo on here as we get to the straight.
Bushka's going for a pass on McMeadow Bro. Coming up to the DRS.
Let's go see that real quick.
Racing mode on ERS. McMeadow Bro.
And Babushka
Nah,
is
not
not
the
gonna
gap.
try
Big
it.
gap.
What's interesting to note is something catastrophic will have to happen for the top 4, any of them to finish outside of the top 4. There's currently a 30-second gap to Sahil. It would have to be, a safety car and a bad restart, or a DNF, a spin. They even have a free pit stop, so in all reality, it probably won't happen.
Yeah.
but Heel comfortably leading tier 2.5, I guess you could call it. Whatever the midfield equivalent for us is. But he's,
And BMW with another 3-second time penalty.
it does seem like the top four have just sailed away this race. The VSC certainly did that with the top two's pit stops.
Babushka and McManabro on the third sector. Babushka has to back off to avoid a
Should get the
reclining.
pass
Toronto goes
here.
on the grass. As they come to the bus stop chicane, let's see if Babushka goes for a move. No, he doesn't. He's going to play it safe into the next straight. So hopefully nobody spins out of the exit of this corner.
Again, real close. This is the battle for points right
And
here.
hammer time with a 3-second penalty.
Oh. I don't think
looks
Gore
like
has anything,
It's costly.
any penalties. So that's
I
going to help
don't
him
think
out.
so.
He'll have to now focus not on overtaking Gore, but pushing his gap behind. It's currently at 2 seconds. He might be able to get it up to 3 by the end. That depends whether Creamy has penalties as well.
He
Gore
does,
has
right?
2 warnings. That's all he has. And hammer time just got his 4th, actually. Or his 6th penalty and warning. So, yeah, hammer time is essentially 3+ seconds ahead now, or behind Gore. Creamy Johns has a 5-second penalty. And then Jordan has 3 seconds.
Oh, if it's a 5 seconds penalty for Creamy, then Hammer Time will be pretty secure. But that might seal the deal for his fight for first position.
Oh, and this,
someone goes off
yeah,
at the
someone
top.
goes off. I think that was Blaise, yep.
Blaise just goes straight on.
Oh
and
my
right
god.
on.
And Gore actually just overtaken while we watched that real quick. Wow, okay. Gore's gonna have to do some fighting to get that spot back.
Yeah, like I said, all he has to do is drive clean and not fall back too far, not fall back more than 3 seconds. Hammer time does have a 3-second time penalty.
Creamy might have just solidified his 4th position by taking another penalty. He is absolutely going to end behind Jordan unless something drastic happens to Jordan, or he takes more penalties in the final laps of this race. Gore is fairly good with his energy management, and he is absolutely going to attack Hammer coming in. Hammer
Well,
has...
you know, Gore effectively only has to stay 5 seconds behind hammer time to secure P1.
Well, 2 seconds. Sorry, 3
Yeah,
seconds, is it not?
3 seconds.
Did Gore take a penalty?
No, Gore is clean right now.
Yeah, it should be
yeah,
clean
sorry.
right now.
And
Gore
hammer
is clean,
time's
hammer
got
time has 3 seconds.
3. Sorry, I screwed that one
Yep.
up.
Yeah, but
So
but
effectively, yeah.
Gore does have 71% charge on the ZRS, plus DRS coming up for the next like sector 1 is just entirely flat in all reality. So I cannot see Hammer Time holding on to this at all.
Yeah, 80% ERS before, like, he looks very ready to take him here in the front straight.
Yep, throw it in mode 4 and watch him go. He gets a good exit out of the first turn.
He's only in mode 2. This is interesting. I think he
Yep.
thinks he can get by just by using low ERS.
That's
He
4.
might have
That's 4.
And Blaise
is retired.
not entirely inevitable out of the points in major collision.
Oh, and he's going for the move down the
Oh,
inside.
let's get it done.
Sails right
Locks up,
down.
but it's a good move by him.
Nice move.
Sails past. Not entirely necessary, but still, you want to finish first if you're going to end up first on the podium.
And I
Righteous
forgot
Fire, half a second behind Sahil coming up on the front straight. Sahil fighting for, best of the rest here. As we have
And
a-
Inverness
Everyone-
is
oh,
out.
Another retired.
That's almost
Righteous
half the
is-
grid gone.
Yep, almost half the grid.
Now,
Wow.
Righteous has taken a 3-second penalty, but I believe Sahil has a lot more.
Yeah, he
Sahil,
does,
I
he
think,
does.
has,
He has at least
9
2.
seconds by now.
Yeah.
I think he's at 9.
Uh,
Could be wrong.
With the 5-second severe collision with Fig, definitely. I think Righteous would probably have to punt him off the track to lose this position now.
Top
So
4 very
just-
close right now.
Yeah.
Anything
Penalties
can
are
happen.
definitely going to decide this grid order. If they keep it like Jordan might just steal P2,
Yeah.
that would be...
Jordan does
That
have his own time
suck.
penalties, though.
So
Oh,
if we're
does it?
curious,
Yeah, I'm
if
gonna
we're
read out the
curious-
penalties again for the top
was-
4. So W Gore has just the 1 warning. Oh, sorry, 2 warnings he got in the first. And then Hammer Time has a 3-second time penalty and a warning. Creamy Johns has a 5-second time penalty and another 3 seconds. So that's 8 seconds total of time penalties for Creamy. While Jordan has 6 seconds and 2 warnings. So if he gets another warning, that'd be 9 seconds.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
Cookie and Chipsy are both going to jump. Oh no, not Chipsy, but Cookie will jump Sahil as he's got 13 seconds worth of penalties.
Oh, for sure.
Sahil is right now sitting at 13 with 1 more warning, resulting in another 3-second penalty.
And it looks like
Babushka's,
Sahil's probably gonna go for a move down on Righteous to leapfrog him back on the camels. We'll see how this turns out. Hopefully you can keep it clean.
So guys, who would you say is driver today?
Gore, baby.
Cookie. For me, it's Cookie, 100%.
Cookie?
Yeah.
Driven, we haven't talked about him at all this race, but he's driven excellently. He's had a really consistent pace. Different strategy than most people around him. He started on the mediums, but very consistent on his first stint, and now on his second stint, he's catching up to Sahil.
Oh, I have a question.
Yep.
Can we vote for a tier 1 driver?
None of them. Cookie's not tier 1.
Cookie's not
Oh,
too
he's in tier 1? Oh no,
No.
he's the tier 1 commentator, right?
Yeah.
We talked about him quite a bit before you got here, Tact.
Oh, yeah.
We're not disregarding him, but you bring up a good point.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. I would say Gore or Cookie again.
I feel like the top 4 have all raced well,
Yeah.
but comparatively, they haven't done anything to distinguish themselves amongst themselves. But Cookie has really charged up the field, and he's just been putting in blistering times, really consistent. You know, if he takes minimal penalties, he's absolutely my driver of the day.
Yeah, he's made up 7th position since the start of the race.
Jordan is right on the gearbox of Creamy, but he has no energy to go after him coming into sector 1. We can see that Creamy lifted just a bit, but he's also harvesting. And Jordan is derating massively right now. He's about to be just plain empty on his ERA, and he is. He's braked up to 10%, but he puts himself in front of Creamy and gets the move done through the camel into Big Home.
Last lap of the race, if there's going to be a move, it's going to be here, and it's going to be now. Jordan locks up a little bit on the entry to that corner.
And now everyone's using all of their energy to just push themselves forward. They have to be careful not to derate, but it might go far. And if you're wondering what that whoo was, I bet the Pats just.
We have
I don't know where the
a
Pats
question in the comments saying, what is ERS? If you want to
It's the
explain.
energy recovery system. In modern F1 cars, they are hybrids, so they have an internal combustion engine and they recover energy in 2 ways: through heat generated by the engine and kinetics generated by braking. If you see the bar in the bottom right, it's yellow, and that counts up the percentage of the battery you can deploy. You have 5 modes, 5 being the highest, and 0 being the lowest, where you don't deploy any energy
And it
at all.
looks like
Yep.
Gore is going to cross the line.
Gore's going to cross the line.
unscathed.
Here
have
we
to
go.
watch.
Here is your winner of round 3.
So now we're going to see Hammer Time and Jordan.
It all
and
stays the
Creamy.
same.
No,
They-
everything
It all
nobody
stays the
burns.
same.
Yeah.
Wow.
Creamy takes a 5-second unserved penalty, but Righteous is 35 seconds to his rear, so won't make that much of a difference. The only Cookie loses it just a bit, but he doesn't have any
He's
places.
okay.
He doesn't have any places to lose.
Sahil is going to make up 1 spot on. I mean, Cookie's going to make up 1 spot on Sahil, so that's good.
If
And it
he
looks
gets it
like-
done, yeah.
That's good for Cookie.
We have a radio transmission coming in for Gore. Oh god, did it work? Yeah, it did.
Well, I can tell you, we heard it, and he sounded like a devil from hell. That was quite a scream of victory.
And
it
Cookie,
Yeah.
Cookie does
Cookie has
overtake
jumped.
Sahil.
T6, what a result for Cookie.
Wow.
Absolutely
Honestly, Cookie
fantastic.
driver today for me.
Yes.
Honestly.
Absolutely.
Great racing by Cookie.
Great racing
Yes.
by,
We're going to
Well,
see
I don't wanna
BMW cross
be-
the line.
but everyone who has crossed the line, good racing by you. it takes
Well,
some skill to get through Spa unscathed.
And
But
some
there
luck,
are
sure. Definitely
yeah.
some luck.
there's some people who got the short end of the stick today, and
Could
it's very disappointed to see DNFs on 0 lap old hards. Softs. Sorry.
For sure. And honestly, how many DNFs? Like 8, 7? God damn.
It's
Come on, guys.
hard to
Practice a
remember.
little bit. Trust me, it's worth it. And that's the race over.
Thank you for watching, guys. Appreciate it. We'll be back on Wednesday for Tier 1. Same time, same place.
Yep.
But stay tuned. We'll have some more interviews, some driver reactions coming to you post-race.
And if you do want to become a driver, the link is on the title. We do have some spots open if you want to be a reserve driver for Tier 2. Racing these races.
And we're just gonna have a few short interviews with I believe just the podium people. Is there anyone else? Oh, we can probably talk to Cookie as well. But
Yeah.
I believe Gore should be our first. Yeah, look at those penalties.
Yeah, let's go
So
ahead
we
and
got
go into the race director real quick.
Sahil with
Hey, what's
13
up?
seconds.
Oh, hi Gore. Gore is our winner for today. Congratulations. It was a tough race. Can you just talk me a bit through your pit strategy? I saw that you had decided to go a bit long.
Yeah, so Righteous and I had been practicing over the weekend. I was worse on tire wear than he was for sure, so I was planning on pitting lap 9, and he was going to go lap 10. But after we had a little contact and he was back a ways, he wanted to pit earlier to try to get an undercut, and I said, that's fine, I'll pit 10, and that VSC really saved me.
Yeah, we noticed you pit during the VFC, and that was just as you were coming in a bus stop, right? And it was just like the perfect
Yep.
moment to go in.
Yeah, I think it was right as I was entering the pit lane, yeah. So
And then as you were exiting it, kind of, it became clear that you were going to retain your first position in your pit stop, which was, lucky but impressive.
Yeah, no, I think it was lucky because they were about 6 seconds back, and by the end of it, I only had 32% tire wear. I was just coasting through there, letting him catch up, and then I had 100 ERS saved for the last 2 laps, and he just,
Yeah, it was a fantastic drive by you. Very good control of the car. Were there any dicey, hairy moments there where you thought you were going to get into an incident? We saw some what we would like to call rubbing is racing style overtakes.
Well, first off, obviously, I'm really sorry for Righteous. We had a little contact in the front. Honest mistake, racing incident. I braked a little late. He was a little too slow on the throttle. No fault of his own. I should have been ready, and I gave him the slightest little tap, and he went on the throttle after it and spun out and had to wait to get back in the queue. But he drove back to 5th, which was awesome. And I think, I got rear-ended by Hammer Time, and then we were kind of having this little back and forth of trying to wait to have each other have the DRS on the Camel Straight, because really we couldn't pull away enough in one lap to get away from that.
Right, so that's what I noticed. I wanted to ask you about that. Did you intentionally back off did you intentionally surrender the position to him in Blanchement so you could have the DRS through Camel?
In theory, that would have been great, really. I just needed to save ERS, and I figured he wouldn't dare pass me, exactly because then I would have that DRS, so it was a good opportunity to save some ERS, and then on the Camel Straight, I was saving it when he would get past me because I knew I'd be back there by the next lap.
Okay, thanks.
Oh,
Yeah.
Gore, I just want to add one thing. I said this right from the get-go, that you would have the first place today.
Wow.
So, excellent drive by you.
Thank you. Yeah, it was a lot of fun, guys. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, let's bring in the next person.
I believe Bacon will be doing that right.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome.
What's going on, dudes?
So 2 things we just wanted to touch on really quick, or I wanted to touch on. I want you to talk just a bit about the overtaking on this track. First, we saw a lot of leapfrogging, where one person got DRS, sailed past, and then on the next lap, it was just the reverse. And then following that, we saw some aggressive racing today. Just a bit of incidental contact and really barging past.
Just sending it, man. I got we were racing pretty close. There's a couple times out of past sector 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, turn 7 or 8, I think. He just got a little wide and hit me a little bit, and I don't know, we were just bumping each other. He was racing, kept it clean, except for I screwed up and tapped him going into turn 1 and got light wing damage. And then going into the pits like the lap after, I tried to hit the wall. I don't know if you guys saw that, to like get more wing damage to get it replaced. But
Yeah. I did notice you were rubbing against the wall. I wasn't sure why. I thought it might have been lag.
no, it was just super light damage, and it won't fix it unless you
You
know,
can
you have
select
more.
repair.
Yeah, you'd have
No,
to go
I mean,
to
I
your
did
MFD,
that.
but that's a
No,
pain
I
in the
already
ass.
did that. But if it's super light damage, it won't fix it.
Wow.
So yeah, sometimes if it's like
Hold
super
on.
light green, you have to hit the wall in order to get it to do it, and I didn't do it enough.
You thought you were gonna save more time by doing a 7-second stop than like light green wing damage?
Why not? I don't know. Just have the car like chasing down, like I don't know, just going for it. But
And then speaking of stops, do you feel like you could have won the race today if the VSC hadn't come out when it did?
probably because I would have been ahead of Gore, I think, and
Yeah.
then Creamy jumped me, and if that was enough for him to jump me, then I probably would have been able to jump Gore. So it would have been interesting, because then I would have been able to actually like recover ERS a little bit, but I had to push really hard to actually catch him. So I don't know.
Okay.
It was good. That was intense. I was giving
Yeah,
it
it was-
everything out there.
It was like a lot of laps of really good, really close racing. So there's bound to be a few errors in there. I don't think the pushing each other through corners really, in the end, mattered.
No, I mean, I hit him. He tapped me. You know, like you give some. He didn't get damage. I gave myself damage. So I'd rather, screw myself up a little bit than give anyone else, trouble. So it worked out.
Okay.
Is that all for me?
I think so.
All right. Thank you guys.
Okay, I'm gonna call it a night.
Sure.
All right.
That was fun. I'd like to do that again, given that there's space. I will talk to you. I will talk to you guys later.
Sure.
Jordan, hello.
What's going on, guys?
Hey man, good race, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We just wanted to talk a bit. Did you we noticed there was fairly close racing today, fairly aggressive. Did you feel out of place in that, or were you comfortable getting in with your elbows out?
I was pretty comfortable. I mean, it was just tense with all the pit stops and going with the strategy and everything.
Right.
But
And
yeah, go ahead.
do you believe your strategy was affected by the VFC?
For sure. I gained some time. I believe that was Creamy with the VSC, but I pitted a lap later than them. But yeah, I definitely lucked out with the VSC, and I just drained my ERS and pushed from there.
Awesome. Well, that was just about all we wanted to ask you.
All right.
Yeah, it was solid
guys.
race, man.
Thank you, guys.
No problem. And we should be ready for our last interview of the day.
Which will be Cream? I know it's Cookie now. Okay. Hello,
Cookie, congratulations on driver of the day.
Driver of the day.
Amazing drive, man.
You know what? You may not have finished on the podium, but you certainly put in a hell of a drive. You were very consistent. You were very quick. You just found your rhythm. You had a few mistakes, but you recovered from them. It was very, very good to see.
Yeah, on my last lap, I almost spun it on the I don't
Oh,
remember
I
the
saw.
name of the turn.
We
but, oh
we
my
saw.
Right after we declared you driver of the day, you went off the track and almost binned it. So
Yeah.
it was a bit of a risk.
So you declared driver of the day like live?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, at that point we basically already knew who it was going to be, and we just you today for you was kind of a recovery drive, and you just did it so well. 9 positions gained. Actually, sorry, 10 after jumping Zahil with the penalties. That was just fantastic.
Oh really? I started 16th.
Yep.
I thought I was 14th, but yeah, that's amazing. I mean, I chose a strategy. I decided to go on the mediums at first since I started. I thought like I'll start on the mediums. There's a couple people who are gonna crash. I'm just gonna make sure I go slow around them and dodge them, and then just drive as fast as I can on those mediums and really like beat them until I have to switch. And then I switched. Actually, even went 1 lap more than I thought I would on those, and then I switched on the soft tires, and then I all of a sudden I was matching the pace of everyone around me, and it was just a question of trying to catch up. I actually did a pass without DRS on the very long straight. I don't know if you caught that, but I was really proud of that. And yeah, I'm really happy with my drive, and really thank you for driver of the day. It's amazing.
Yeah, no, it was just such a fantastic drive, and obviously we couldn't catch all of it. We weren't sure. Were you involved in any accidents? It looked like you might have had a bit of your wing missing.
Really? Because on my screen I didn't touch anything. I know there's at one point when I passed, it was a BMW when I passed him. I think it might have registered a hit on his screen, but on my screen it was really far. So
okay,
it might have been that.
It might have been a visual glitch as well if you didn't have any on your car. I'm not, but yeah, no, it was just a fantastic drive from you. Oh, and
Great
a lot
driving.
of people actually had a really good drive today, but you really stood out today.
Thanks.
You had the one strategy that nobody else chose to do either, so that also probably really helped your position there too. Hey.
Yeah.
Switching to those softs at the end.
Yep, and like the fact that I was able to execute it, like it's a good choice, but you have to be able to do it. And for that, if you you have to last like over half of the race on one set without making mistakes, without needing to replace your wing and all that
Oh
stuff.
yeah,
It's not easy to pull off.
No, you did a great job with the strategy.
All right, thank you.
All right, yeah, thank you.
Okay.
And that is
I think-
is the closing of our stream, I think.
It is.
And
Do you want to get Sahil?
Yeah, I think he wants to come in.
Sahil really wants to do an interview.
do we want him?
I mean, sure, let's get his point of view.
Let's see what those 13 seconds and time penalties were all about.
Sure.
Make it the last one, though.
Yeah. I'll just let Bacon know.
I decided I had to stay for the interviews.
First. Does anyone else? So, do you want to lead with the questions, or I?
Yeah, sure.
Still here.
So Sahil, well, how do you? Great drive from you today. You finished in the top 10, which is good considering the spin out that you had on turn 1 and the incident that you had with Fig. Do you mind just going over recapping from your point of view the incident with Figlin when you rear-ended him there?
Yeah, so I was on newer tires, so we're both coming into Stavilo right before the bus stop chicane, and on my screen he braked, so I tried to put on the brakes as quickly as I could, but nothing worked, and I just hit the rear end. I tried my best to brake.
Would you like just a replay of the incident, just to go over what happened?
I mean, I don't think I need it because I think it was a sync issue or something. Because I saw his replay or something like that. I'm not
Really?
sure.
Because it looked very different on our screens.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. My screen must have messed up or something. But it
Do
looked
you
like
think
it did.
do you think that the 5-second penalty is warranted, or do you think you're going to try and challenge that to try and get your P7 back?
For the crash at Siglin, of course, I think that is correct. I think I should deserve that one. But the first corner cut penalty, I got a 5-second cut. I mean, a 5-second
Extended
penalty.
track warnings, yeah.
Yeah, and it was my first corner cut, so I'm definitely.
Right, sorry, it
trying-
wasn't.
okay.
It wasn't a warning. It was 5 seconds for extending track limits, which means that you extended it in a way that the game thought you gained an advantage. And
I mean-
just a hint, nudge, nudge. The FIA doesn't remove those penalties.
All right, that's fine.
I think it's only the warning ones when you have to avoid, rather than like the iffy ones.
Mhm.
Anyway,
All right.
Okay.
But overall, you had a pretty decent race aside from the incidents there. You're keeping a pretty decent pace.
Yep. Definitely, it's like the same story with every race. I think I have good pace, and I just get messed up turn 1, and then I make some stupid mistake.
Yeah, you just seem to get into your head a little bit. If you just focus on the race, don't think about it too much, and you'll see yourself finishing higher up on the grid. Otherwise, you had a great race.
Yep. Thank you.
Okay, I think that's it, right?
Yep. That'll be the end of the stream, and I just wanna let everyone know that our tiers are filled up right now. So our tiers 1 and 2 are filled, but we're currently on season 2 of the main league. So in season 3 we will have spots open probably, and if there's enough interest, we actually might create a third tier. So if you want to check any of that out, please go to globalspecracing.com. The link will be all over the Twitch page.
All right. We'll see you guys on Wednesday, 9 p.m. for Tier 1, and next Sunday for Tier 2. Have a good night.